A group of foreign women in Gqeberha in the Eastern Cape marched to the Department of Home Affairs to express their frustrations over their treatment. The women, mostly from the Somalian community, say the department has done a disservice to them. These women are calling for equal rights, recognition and representation. They say they want to be protected as refugees who have been through adversities in their country. These complainants say they are often arrested for being undocumented, even though the documentation process takes longer than expected. Let's get some reaction and some clarity on this matter. Spokesperson for the Somali Women Association, Marian Aiden, joins us now for more. A very good evening to you. Thank you so much for your time. You were marching in Gqeberha today to the Department of Home Affairs. Talk to us about some of your frustrations.
Yes, today was a very eventful day, but we're so glad we marched to the Home Affairs and we were handing in a memorandum to the manager of Department of Home Affairs that included all the issues that we are facing with them and that we are hoping they could change perhaps and assist us, because most of us don't speak the English language because we were not born in an English country. The problems that we are facing with the Home Affairs is the long-term appointments that they're giving. They're giving 3 years appointments. That is going back and forth for 3 years and not being assisted while getting arrested on top of that. And we have women that they want to add their kids through their files that are not being helped. Women who are here for more than 15 years, who have kids here and their kids don't have the proper documentation to attend school. We have young kids who are also born here that can't receive proper medical attention due to not having proper documentation in this country.
What are some of the reasons that have been given to you as to why you're not being assisted as you should?
They don't give you specific reasons. They say this is how the system works. And from what I remember from the time I took my permit, that's not how the system worked at that time. At that time, they would give an appointment. The appointment used to be for 1 month. And when you show up, you would get everything done on the same day that you showed up. And people were so, they were so enthusiastically helping foreigners get their papers and everything. But during this current years, people are not showing as much enthusiasm as they used to show before. When we ask them, why are you guys not assisting us as before, they're like, things have changed. We ask them what have changed, what are the new rules that we are supposed to abide by. We show on time, we always go on time, we even go earlier. When we have appointments at the Home Affairs, we show up at 4, 5 o'clock in the morning just to join the queue. But we end up staying the whole day and not being assisted at all. And they tell us to come back in a month's time. And it's back and forth for 3 years.
So what do you believe to be behind this? I mean, do you think that it's maybe a process to frustrate you, to force you to go back home? What do you believe may be at the bottom of it?
I truly believe that they're looking for a way to keep us out of the country, because we are used to this, like 100%. We are used to receiving negative comments from South Africans. We always get, even at schools, even at hospitals. But from the Department of Refugee Home Affairs, that is not something we expected from them, because they used to be so hospitable towards us. I don't know what changed. So I think they're pushing for us to leave the country. There are even people who are given documentation for up to 6 months, but when they went to go renew their permits, they ended up being arrested. When they were arrested, the only reason they gave is like the country already gave you rejection. But the person claims that you guys call me back to renew my permit, but now the person is arrested for 2 months, and we are struggling to set bail for some of the people who are arrested.
As you submitted your memorandum this afternoon, what are you hoping to see change? What sort of intervention do you want to take place for all your efforts?
We are hoping for when they're calling for appointments, we hope that they help the people, because some of the people who are being called for interviews are traveling from Johannesburg, Durban, Cape Town, and places that are really far, and they're losing a lot of money coming back and forth. We are really hoping for the Home Affairs to assist them, even if they're going to give them like a month's or like 3 months worth of permit, it's good, but sending them empty-handed, that's not fair at all. And we also want them to, the process of family joint to be like the way it used to be before. But nowadays, they just give appointments and they tell you different things that you need to get that are not even good for the family joint, that are not even supposed to be there. So like they send you back and forth, and we want them to stop that. And if they want to tell us about the new rules that we're supposed to follow, they can adjust that and we'll listen. But they don't speak to us. And we also want them to hire new interpreters who speak correct English and who can also translate it into our own language. Because we also have Somali speakers who speak correct English and correct Somali at the same time. But the type of interpreters that they have at the moment are people who speak broken English, and they also have misunderstandings. So the people who are applying for permits always complain that this person is not saying the correct things that I'm saying, and that's why they always end up getting rejected.
We're hoping that we will be able to bring that reaction as we speak to the Department of Home Affairs. But thank you so much for sharing your story. We're going to have to leave it there.